Hello, my friends. Welcome to Nanaaba's Kitchen. And if you just stopped by for the first time today, I want to extend my warmest welcome to you. Thank you for stopping by. On the menu today is our chicken stew recipe. Now, this chicken stew is a special kind of chicken stew, and you have to watch all the way to the end to find out exactly what I'm talking about. And you will be as thrilled as I am to present this lovely recipe to you. So let's get started. Yes, friends, so as you keep watching, you'll notice that some of the ingredients and the techniques employed in preparing the stew deviate quite significantly from the traditional method and ingredients, and that is what makes this epic chicken stew special. So keep watching. As you can see, we start with cherry or grape tomatoes, and I have these large red bell peppers. There are four of them. They're also very ripened. And then I also have my tomatoes on the vine. I walked into the store recently and found these fresh ingredients on sale. Quite an odd time of the year to find such beautiful fresh produce on sale, but I thought, hey, I can make something special. So I have quartered all my vine tomatoes. I have cherry tomatoes in here, y'all. Yes, indeed, they're so ripe and delicious. I have drizzled some extra virgin olive oil on there and added my salt and crushed black pepper. What we're about to do is caramelize these ingredients using our oven. Now, the green pepper you see in there is called poblano peppers. I use 3 of those, and they have a slight heat to them and an intense, beautiful chili flavor. So I have put all those ingredients on my sheet pan, which I have lined with foil, and you will see why it's useful to use the foil later on, so keep watching. So I have my onions here, and I've added parsley to it. This is ginger cut up into small pieces after it's been peeled, and this is fresh thyme. I also have 2 habanero chilies in there, and then here comes my garlic. So that's all gonna go in, and I'm going to drizzle some more olive oil on there, and then add some salt to it. Mix. All of these ingredients are gonna get caramelized in my oven for 1 hour at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So you see, the theme here is to really deepen and concentrate these flavors. Not very traditional way of cooking chicken stew, but you are going to be very, very, very surprised and satisfied with the flavors we're going to be achieving here today. So please keep watching. Now, friends, you have a whole hour to either kick your feet back into that comfortable sofa and read a book, listen to some jazz music, or work on the next ingredient, which is our chicken, the star ingredient. So now I'm going to work on my star ingredient, the chicken. Now I have my marinade. I have some shallot onions, habanero chili, and some garlic. We are going to blend with 300 milliliters of water. Now here is our chicken cleaned thoroughly. I just added some salt to it to begin seasoning. Now I have aniseed, crushed black pepper. I have granulated garlic, turmeric, granulated onion, and this here is ginger, powdered ginger. So that all goes on, and here is our marinade. Pour it on and mix these ingredients together until they're very well incorporated. And then we also add our fresh thyme, and I have about 3 sprigs of that. Now my chicken, I use all dark meat, so we want more flavor here. So I have the wings, I have the thighs, and also the drums thoroughly cleaned. Any extra feathers have been removed and washed absolutely thoroughly. So now we're going to put that on the stove using medium heat. We're going to cook this until 25 minutes have passed, and our chicken will be ready for the next preparation, which is oven time. Traditionally, we will take the chicken pieces out of the broth and fry them till it's perfectly caramelized and consistent color throughout. However, we're going to be using the oven, which has become my absolute best friend in my kitchen. I use the oven very often. So now, after an hour, our caramelized ingredients are ready. Look at that and tell me you don't see flavor here. The colors are beautiful. You can tell they're perfectly caramelized, and you can see the flavor here. Look at these onions. So So our tomatoes are also ready. Look at how blistered they look. You can see that the flavors have become more concentrated. They're even slightly dehydrated. Sweeter, just absolutely perfect. See why it's good to line your sheet pan with the foil, because you can just pick up the foil and dump all the ingredients into your blender and blend it up. And it makes cleaning also a lot quicker, easy peasy. So we want a very smooth textured puree here, as you can see. And this mixture, you can even save some for your jollof rice recipe later on. All you have to do is just really fry it until you get a darkened color. Fortify it with some more ingredients and you have jollof stew. So now the chicken is going to go into the oven. So we're going to remove all the chicken pieces onto our oiled sheet pan. Again, lined with some foil, because I really want my cleaning to be quick and easy. And look at this beautiful broth we have derived from cooking this chicken, which we're going to set aside and incorporate later on. All right, so the chicken is ready to go into the oven, and our broth is also ready. We've set that aside. The chicken is going to bake at 500 degrees Fahrenheit for 10 minutes. Until perfectly caramelized, and then we're going to flip them up. So after 10 minutes, here's what we have. Going to go back into the oven after we flip each one, because we want a nice brown consistency color throughout. Back into the oven. And then we are going to bake another 10 minutes. And voila, our chicken is also ready. So now it's time to start working on preparing our actual stew. So in the same pan which we've cleaned, we're going to add our coconut oil. I've added some cumin seeds to it, and that is fennel seeds. We're just going to toast this for about 30 seconds to release the flavors and perfume this oil, and add our pureed mixture. Perfect. Now the goal here is to really fry these pureed ingredients. I have just added bay leaves, smoked paprika, and a little bit of nutmeg, powdered nutmeg. Please look in the description box below for all the quantities of ingredients used in this recipe. So mix it together, cover it up, and we are cooking on low heat. Key is low heat, okay? So we're not rushing anything, because you don't want to burn this mixture. So you cover it and cook on low heat. And we are right now about 20 minutes into the preparation, and look at how dark and concentrated, how deep the flavor has become. These flavors are going to be dynamite, okay? We have not used any tomato puree or tomato paste in this preparation, which is also the traditional way of preparing your chicken stew. Look at how beautiful the flavor is looking at this point. So now we are going to add our chicken pieces. Now friends, take a look at this stew and see what fresh ingredients can do. Fresh natural ingredients can do for your recipes. No tomato paste, no tomato puree, and yet look at the color of the stew. I was dancing to how big these flavors became. Try this recipe and I'm telling you, you're gonna be just as happy and you're gonna dance, okay? So I have added all the chicken pieces and now incorporated the chicken broth to thin up the stew, to allow these chicken pieces to become plumped up and soak up the beautiful juices from this stew. You're going to cover it again and continue cooking, still on low heat, for about 15 more minutes, and voila, your stew will be ready. I served it with my coconut rice, which I have a recipe on that, and a video is linked below in the description box. I also served it with my coleslaw recipe, which I recently uploaded using all natural big ingredients and flavors. So check that out as well, linked below. And yeah, look at that, 15 minutes later, absolutely perfect, dynamite flavors. So try this recipe, y'all, and let me know how it goes. I always love hearing from you. I thank you so much for your support, for watching. Make it a great day and have fun, especially in that kitchen.